Hello, dear respected viewers, dear respected listeners, dear respected friends, dear respected subscribers. I, Zaidan AlKahlout, greet you with honor and respect. Hello, salute, salamat, bonjour, كيف الحال, comment ça va, chitori. Today I'm going to talk about the discrimination against African American, which resulted in the death of George Floyd in the United States of America in an outrageous episode of death, holding him from breathing by a police officer, and lucky he is, and he was, to be recorded, and the whole world watched it and responded against this brutal death and suffocation by a police officer who is supposed to help and protect the public, to act against this young man who passed away. The whole world is talking about it. And I am interested to highlight this as a huge crime. I express my condolences to his family, friends, and to the martyrs of discrimination worldwide. One of the objectives of this channel is to promote peace, equality, and fight against discrimination against African American, against Arabs, against Vietnamese, against women, against religion, against age, against social economic status, against poor or education or health-wise. And this discrimination is a huge issue, and all of us should fight against it. Before I go in deep, I would like also to talk about the 70 years of loss of Palestine, the loss of war against Israel, or the loss of the Palestinian people of the Holy Land, Palestine, after 1967 war, where Israel captured the whole Palestine and Sinai and Golan Heights and some parts of Jordan as well, and parts of southern Lebanon. It is still, Palestine is under occupation, and we need to remember the martyrs who passed away and the worst situation my Palestinian people are suffering from. And there is discrimination. The same soldiers who killed George Floyd in the West, they are the same soldiers in Israel who killed the Palestinian young, underage Palestinian who is fighting for survival. And he was shot dead, a child, by an Israeli army. Just to mention that, we're still in Corona saga, I would like to call it. It is international multi 9/11 episode all over the world. Still, we cannot go outside. We cannot, unless it's an emergency. There's a lockdown or stage sit-in. We cannot go around freely unless we have to, or unless it's such a necessity. So many other things are happening. A lot of people are fired from work. There's so many people are not working. A lot of restaurants, they shut down their businesses. A lot of hotels, a lot of, not in Europe, not in Spain, not in Italy, not in the United States, all over the world. People are not working, and the business owner, they cannot pay money for nothing. And not everybody is needed. They needed comprehensive employees who can do everything. And these people, skillful people, personnel, are very limited, are very rare. So those who are lucky to have their jobs, they are paid, but 80% or 60% of the people are not paid. They say the unemployment in the United States go almost to 40 or 50 million people are not working. That's 10 million people of the working force. It's a huge number. But if it goes up to 20 or 30 or 40 or 50, and some people say it's up to 60 million people of unemployed in the United States of America. And the number in Europe is unbelievable too. Europe has like 500 million people population, and China is back to work, India is back to work, but still not as it used to be. The rest of the world is not working. So the economy is start building up or start moving the engine, but it's not as it was. Coronavirus or COVID-19, today we are in June, the first week of June is over, 2020, and still the airports are not working, or the airplane are not flying. The traffic, the jam is not available in the cities because police and security and the army in some countries are standing up to prevent the contamination and to prevent dissemination of the coronavirus all over the world. And still the number of infected people in a small country like Qatar reached up to 63,800 infected people. That's a big number. That's a huge number. And I hope and pray that the number of infected will go down. I hope we already reached the peak of the number of infected in Qatar, and I hope the coming days the number will go down. And I do ask people to clean their hands, wear the face masks, and wear safety gloves, and stay home. Stay home. Stay home. Do things by yourself if you can. Prepare food at home. Sit with your family and abide by the rule of 2 meters or 9 feet away from each other. Avoid shaking hands and kisses and hugs. These things are very important. Also, I would like to talk about the education. We need to focus on learn from this COVID-19 or coronavirus, to learn to produce. We need to teach our kids how to plant, how the plant grows, and where is this potato coming from? Is there a seed for a potato? Or is there a flower? Or is there a leaf? How do we plant potato? How do we plant corn? How do we plant lentils? How do we plant fava beans or chickpeas? And we need to put this in the curricula for schools, in the elementary school. So it will be part of the child to produce a plant from a seed, and watching it grow and write about it and save pictures and report it to the teacher, whether he's at home or with his family or through online. And let the child build in his mind, in his concept, in his system, that he can produce from seeds a bush or shrub or plant, and he is gonna eat from that plant, and he is gonna grow that, put that seed of tomato in a piece of soil on a small holes of holders like eggshell carton, and he put some here, 3, 4, 5 plants of tomato seeds, and then he plant them in a piece of cotton and make it wet with water and expose it to the sun, and then let his son or his daughter grow that plant and wait and watch it every day. And then when that plant grow and he's waiting it for to stand up, and then once it stood up, it will wait till a week or two and a month or 2 or 3, then it will start flowering, and then it will produce. Before it, when it started in a small, a mini plantation, he will put it in a soil and in a small cup, and then put some special dirt to make it stand up by itself. And once it grow up till after a week or 3, and then he will put it in a bigger pot, and then when it will become a bushy or a shrub, and then he will put a stick, hold the stick next to it, and then tie it so it will hold the fruit, hold the vegetable, the tomato or the cucumber or the beans. The issue is to build the education, agriculture education. Yes, I eat from my produce locally, homemade, homegrown, eggplant, vegetables, cucumber, mint, lentil, okra, and he can grow these things at home, in the front yard, in the backyard, in the roof of his building, close to the wall, in the shade. And he need to learn to water it and clean around it, take away the shrubs and the bushes and get the grass, unnecessary grass. It's very important for each one of us to build the concept and the relationship with his plants, like the palm tree, like the cedar, like the fruit trees, whether it's lemon or figs. These are holy trees, and we are proud of them, whether it's a palm tree or fig tree or olive tree or lemon tree or orange tree. Whatever we grow in our country, we should grow it in our city, in our state, in our country, whether it's Sudan or it's Egypt or Jordan or London or New York or California. We need to give our children the education of how things are made, grown up, and it takes time, and it takes support, and it takes cleanliness to be able to produce plants and fruits, whether it's apple tree or whether it's berries, and whether it's melon or watermelon and cantaloupes. I can make it, you can make it, my son can make it, my daughter can make it. Take care of the produce, something we eat, and we can eat from our vegetables, from our backyard, from our front yard. This is another thing I just wanted to talk about it, and I'm glad I just mentioned that. Let's go back to the main subject, George Floyd. George Floyd is an African-American young man who went to buy some stuff from a convenience store in his neighborhood. Unfortunately, his banknotes, the money, the $20 he had, was checked by the cashier in that store, and for some reason it didn't approve the pin, the marker where they marked the $20 bill. It didn't show that it was original. So the cashier asked the man to give him to replace it. He couldn't, so he was obligated to the employee of the store to tell the police, the authority, that we have a customer who has a fake or not approved tested banknotes. So then they came and then they abused that customer. Whether he knew that he had a fake $20 or not, even that episode of wrongdoing, there is a procedure to be treated once we have a fake money, but it's not to suffocate somebody to death and put his put the officer's knee on his neck till he couldn't breathe, and even he asked, please let me breathe, and they could not give him that, and after a few minutes he was dead. And the people, lucky George Floyd, God bless him, God put blessing on his soul and give patience and condolences I express to his family, that he had to go through this. But look what happened. The whole world is demonstrating against the United States using force like police and discrimination, not treating people equal because of their color, because of their age, because of their economical status. They treat them bad. They treat them that they are thieves and they are not worth of living, and that's not right. Every soul God created has the right to live and enjoy his life, and nobody has the right to terminate somebody's life. If somebody does that, he is acting like God, and God is God. God is not a human being. God is not limited. God is capable of doing everything. Those who do that, they are wrongdoers, they are criminals. And those who are supporting that, they are criminals too. And they shouldn't be in power, and they shouldn't be with weapons and with the law. So that's why people in not that city, but in the whole state, not in that state, in the whole region, not in that region, in the whole United States of America, and even in in the surrounding countries, in Canada, in Europe, they made demonstration to support the African American discrimination war with the white people, or white supremacy in the United States of America. People believe that they are better because they are white, or people better because they are rich, or people, they feel they are better than the others because they have weapons, or they have judges and laws and senators who are backing them up, and that's not right. We are human beings. We are equal. Nobody is better than anybody because of his color, because of his religion, because of his economic status, because of his age. Vietnamese, Chinese, Indians, Arabs, Swahili, Eskimo, Alaskan, American Indian. They are human beings, and they should not be discriminated against, whether from the white people, or from Jewish people, or from Arab people, whoever they are. We are human beings. We are equal. Whether you are the master, whether you are the owner, or whether you are the employee, we are human beings. Being your employee doesn't mean I am your slave. There's no slavery. God created us equal. Nobody is better than anybody. We are human beings. We are sons of Eve and Adam, and we are equal. God created us equal. You are better than me if you produce more than me for yourself and for the community and for your country, for the whole world. But if somebody is working, he is respected. If somebody is not working, he is still respected. The government and the community should provide for him whatever he needs to take care of his life, and help him, educate him to take care of himself and his family, and be able to provide food and shelter and decent life. This is the main issue. There are so many other issues related to discrimination, like in South Africa, the apartheid, the occupation in Israel, They are occupying the whole Palestine, and they are every day they are biting little bit and more pieces of land from West Bank, from Gaza, from Golan Heights, from Jordan Valley, and also from southern Lebanon. And there are other countries like they are occupying some parts of or controlling some parts of Chechnya, and there are some other countries are they controlling the Kerm Peninsula or the parts of the sea from the other countries. Yes, countries should have the freedom to self-determination and to be controlled by their people, not by the Russian commander in chief, or the Russian army, or the Indian army, or the Chinese army, or the Japanese army. Occupation is a bad action. People are free. They should be led by their people, not by other countries. They should be free to speak their language. They should be free to practice their choice of religion. They should be free to look for better opportunities, work, and life. They should be free to travel in their country and outside of their country. They should be free to transfer their funds, their money, their wealth. They should be free to marry or get children or have more than one son or daughter. And like people in India and China, they have rules and tough rules concerning the birth control and religion. And we didn't forget Rohingya. We didn't forget the Prime Minister of India who discriminate in religion. And of course, the first country on earth to discriminate by religion is Israel. If you are a Jew, you are a citizen. If you're not a Jew, you are kind of secondary citizen. And that's not good. Same thing with India. They are saying if you are Hindu or if you are non-Muslim, then you are citizen and you're welcome and encouraged to become a citizen. These things are discrimination. Discrimination, and it's well known from Martin Luther and other people in the movement of fighting against discrimination in the United States. The one who said, "I have a dream," Martin Luther Jr., and other people who sacrificed the ultimatum sacrifice and their death, their life, for the people to be equal treated regardless of their color, of their skin, and regardless of their economic situation, and regardless of their place of origination. Somebody from China, somebody from Africa, somebody from Eskimo, somebody from the Australia or New Zealand or Japan. They are equal. We are human beings. We are equal. We should be treated equally. We should work together, coordinate our efforts to solve problems like coronavirus or other issues, God forbid, if they arise. And that's the way we should work. We should end the occupation. We should give people the right to return to their homes, whether it's Palestine or it's Egypt or it's Sudan. Or we should also stop the war. Being strong or being able to produce and have machinery and guns and rockets, it doesn't mean you should launch and attack people. Or being able to have nuclear bombs and then attack people in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. That's a catastrophe. That's a bad mark in mankind act. We should eliminate all nuclear bombs. We should only limit the nuclear only to research and medication and treatment for environment and for human beings, and but we should not use it as weapons. All mass destruction weapons should be eliminated. All these biological weapons should be eliminated. Our research should focus on research, health, diseases, not to be focused on other things, to mass destruction and dissemination of viruses and germs and microbiology weapons. We should work with the World Health Organization to help people and nations to stand up and have backup for emergencies and produce medical equipment and supplies. This coronavirus make us learn that there are so many troubles around the world, even in great countries like UK and France and Italy and Germany. They were not prepared. So the World Health Organization and all leading countries should help other countries, whether they are developed countries or underdeveloped countries or third world countries, to be able to have a respectable living system to protect their public people. I don't want to make this longer. This is Zaidan AlKahlout from Zaidan AlKahlout channel. I would like you to like and subscribe and visit my channel. And also I would like you to join me in bloggers if you are interested in reading. Zaidan AlKahlout is a channel which promotes peace, love, respect to mankind. I am your friend, your brother, your father, your grandfather. I salute you wherever you are. I love you and I love life, and I am pro-life, and I am for peace, for equality. I'm anti-discrimination activist. I would like everybody to work with each other, extend your arms to help each other, to stand up, to fight discrimination, and love the other human beings, whoever they are, wherever they are. We are equal regardless of our color, look, religion, economic status, practice, style, clothes. Wherever you are, we are human beings. We deserve life, we deserve education, we deserve medication, and we deserve freedom, and we deserve opportunity to work and earn respectable income to ourselves and our family and our community. Zaidan AlKahlout is greeting you. Zaidan AlKahlout salute you with love and respect, and I am keen to hear from your notes, comments, and I would like you to share my link to your friends and your communities. And if you have a question or inquiry about Palestine or about what's going in the United States, please write a note or send me on my email, alkahlout@gmail, alkahlout@gmail, or send me a comment on the note on YouTube, and I would like to listen to your comment and interact with you, and wish you the best wishes. Stay home, stay calm, avoid contacting, wash your hands, wear masks, avoid big masses and gathering, and eat healthy food. Please try to eliminate contacting with laborers and workers, and if you can do things by yourself, that would be a great idea. Try to walk inside your house, inside your room, around your block, around your car, around the front yard or backyard of your house. Practice exercises, yoga if you can, or stretching your body to make your blood circulation healthier. Eat fresh food, eat salad, eat tabbouleh. Try to plant something, try to plant something, teach your kids how to plant some seeds. Avoid problems, avoid contacting the others, work if you can, produce if you can, sell if you can, something through the internet, through the social media. Be polite, Love your friends, love your neighbors, love your family. I love you. I thank God for this opportunity. It's my pleasure to ask you to like my channel, subscribe, view, like, and share with your friends and community. God bless you. God bless George Floyd, and God bless all those who stand up to fight against discrimination, and those who support Palestinian right of return, and those who support life for everybody, equality for everybody, peace and justice. And we pray to God that all those infected by coronavirus to be cured and be able to go home and enjoy life again. Those who passed away, we pray to God to bless them and accept them in His mercy, and those who are healthy to be healthy all their life long and are away from trouble and diseases, infections, and take care of yourself, take care of your family. I love you. مع السلامة. باي باي. خدا حافظ. ترى توتلر. and في حفظ الله ورعايته. باي باي. السلام عليكم. God bless you and I love you. السلام عليكم. زيدان الكحلوت.